Hello and welcome to our channel. Today I'm going to be giving the answers to all the questions that I've been asking, in the honor of whom all those sacrifices that has been done, that we are witnessing it till our present day, from 9/11 to COVID-19 to the Third World War that they are trying to usher into our world. The answer is there. It's the soul of Ramesses II. No wonder that actually, as we have seen earlier in our previous video, that the planning of this plot, of this sacrifice ritual, started in 1973, and Ramesses was issued a passport in 1974, a year later. Of course, I cannot just jump into the conclusion here. I need to give a kind of a summary of what we have went through without going into much details. You can see the plan, how it started. It started in 1973 with the opening of the Twin Tower. From the date it gave you the next event was going to happen, and so from the year of the demolition you will get the final opening of the observatory in the One World Trade Center, and the final date, the ultimate date, is 2038, the ushering of that Antichrist. And just recently, just like 2 days ago, I just found out that actually from their own books, the Jews' books, they will tell you that 2038, it is the wedding of Israel and the Messiah. That's from the prophecies of Abraham by Joseph Damon. It was published in 2010. So when I'm showing you here the evidences, they are already speaking about it like more than 10 years ago. The wedding of Israel and Messiah, he's saying about 2038. And all those sacrifices for whom? For that particular soul. Look, the date when this plan started, it was what? 1973. And when I said moments ago that 1 year later he was issued this passport, how this passport will tell us that he is the soul that they are trying to resurrect? Because remember, those 4 dates that we have mentioned here, if you sum the day and the month of each of these 4 dates and the year of all those 4 dates, what it will give you? Look at here. It will give you 44, 44 from the Twin Tower opening, demolition, the final opening of the One World Trade Center, and this date based on the month and the day of founding of Israel, because the planning was done with all this at the date of giving Israel its independence. It will give you what? 88. What we said about the 88? 88 represent the resurrection of Osiris, the Antichrist. This is representing this symbology. The 88 is the resurrection from earth to heaven, the soul of Antichrist 88. And when you look at this passport that has been issued, I will zoom in here so you can have a better look. It's named type P, EGY, the country code, and the passport number. When you sum for every letter in the English alphabet, the corresponding number, 16 plus 5 plus 7 plus 25 plus 35, will give you what? 88. That's from the type, the country code, the passport number. What's 88 we mentioned? It's 88. They're coming from the 4 main dates of this plot. And not only that, Ramesses II itself equate to what? 72. What's 72 actually here? 72 in this symbol is actually 24. I have already spoke about it when I have call it the Ark of the Covenant. You can go to my previous video. I spoke about it much earlier. You can see it here. I say it's 72 over 3 equal 24. That's from where 24 has come. You can go back to the video Ark of the Covenant to find this answer here. So basically what I'm telling you is that you have the type, the country code, the passport number equate to 88, his name giving you 72, which is corresponding in the tree of life to 24, and not only that, even the date of the issue of the passport. If you sum the single digit, it will give you what? 33. This is the what? The highest rank in the masonry, right? 33. And it's what? In the tree of life, I have spoke about it before. You have two pyramids here, 2, 15, 16. It will give you what? 33. You see everything. And not only that, if you sum the date of expiry, it will give you 31. 31 plus 32. 31 plus 33, I'm sorry. It will give you what? 64. 64, it's what? It's those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles that represent heaven. So you're having from the type, country code, passport number 88, you're getting 88. From the name Ramesses II equals 72, which corresponds to 24 in the tree of life I explained earlier. And the day of issuance equals 33. And when date of expiry, it gives you 64. Everything, 64 is coming from 2, 15, 13, 18, 16. And 8, this is from the date of issue and date of expiry, 64. When you sum 24, it give you what? When you sum 24, 70, the correspondent of 24, it give you what? 88. Everything, date of issuance, date of expiry, Ramesses, those all representing this symbology. And not only that, even, look, even the day of issuance, if you sum not the single, like the double digits, 9, 3, 1974, it will give you what? 105. The same way, if you sum all those with their corresponding number for the letters, it will give you what? 105. You can do it, you can check it yourself. People, go to the alphabet of English and check it yourself. It will give you 105. This is the day of issuance, 105. So when you look at it, we said that Ramesses II equals 72, right? The summation of the entry code and the passport number, 72, and it's Ramesses II, 72 as well. And here, P, it's 16. It will give you what? 88. Now, if we do the same for this one, if we separate the first letter, we'll give you what? 1 and 77. 77, if you sum the single digits of all the numbers that comes from the correspondence, it will give you 77. 77 is coming from what? From the final day of this plot. Sorry for this inconvenience. 77 coming from the final plot. Look, this is the final date. 14, 5, 20, 38. 14 plus 5 plus 20 plus 38 will give you what? 77. This 77 coming from here when you sum the single digits of every corresponding number. And if you sum the other way, which is the double digit of the letters, it will give you what? 104. 104, I spoke about it in my previous video. I will show you very quick. The 104 is the second stage sacrifice ritual. 104, I spoke about it. 104, it's the second stage sacrifice ritual. So everything about this passport, I will repeat for the last time: the type, the entry code, the passport number, all of them together from the corresponding number of the digits of the letters with the digits, it gives you 88. The Ramesses 72 is corresponded to 42, as I explained here earlier. 72 is coming from 24, coming from 72, the tranquility and the decoding of Ark of the Covenant. So you have 88, 88, 72, 24, the corresponding of it. You have 33, which is symbolizes the pyramid here, And when you sum the date of issuance and the expiry, it will give you what? The first part, this heaven, 1315 to 1618, which is, if you add to it 24 here corresponding to it 72, it will give you what? 88. Everything about the passport was made like this. The date of issuance alone equate to 105, which is equate to this one. And if you do the same method for Ramesses here with the single digit here, it will give you what? 77. 77 it's what? 77 is the final date of the resurrection. 77. 14, 5, 20, 38, it will give you what? 77. That's the soul of whom it was supposed to be resurrected, all this sacrifice ritual, people. And no wonder that Egypt has issued the passport a year, exactly 1 year after what? After the opening of the Twin Tower, after the start of this sacrifice ritual. Look, it was issued 1974. You see and not only that, last 2 years ago, Egypt has placed the basilica in the middle of the most important town for Ramesses at his time, in Tahrir Square. Go look it up, people. If that's what we are, because everything I have said in my previous videos about the 9/11, about COVID-19, about the Third World War, which they are trying to usher in, I will show you very quick. I have already exposed it here. I just want you to see it, because I want to put all the information that I have. I spoke about how they did the 9/11 before. Based on this sacrifice ritual, you have 3 pillars. Each pillar equates to the number of people that was on each airplane. 175 equate to all of these, all of the 11 numbers. 175, the first flight to hit its target. And the 3 World War III, the 3 words, the 3 world wars, all of them equate to 68 by summing the double digits of the dates of the beginnings, which is equate to what? The middle pillar, which represents the universe, the tree of life. It has 2 representations, one without the 24 and one with the 24. The one without the 24 represents the universe, and you have the world war, and then you have the one who represents the individual, the soul, and here they are talking about the resurrection of what? Osiris. I have explained all this in my previous video. You can look it up in more details. And because of this knowledge, I was also able to know 13 days before the start of the war in Ukraine. I said, look, I sent it to a friend on February 11. I told him World War III will happen 24, coming from the second sacrifice ritual stage, number 24. I was talking about this. The first stage was, its number was 26, and was in 9/11. So this knowledge is telling us a lot, and we should try to stop this satanic ritual for some shitty deity that they are trying to usher, that the soul of this bad soul of one of the kings, that the Illuminati and the Freemasons are so happy and glad about him, or more particularly the Illuminati. I don't know. It seems that the Freemasons, they are not really along with this plan. I don't know if they are or not. Like John F. Kennedy, he said, people are opposing in their nature to all secret societies. Because of that secrecy, we are living all these nasty things for some satanic rituals. 88, 88, 72, 24, division by 3, as I explained earlier. This date and this date, it gives 64, the heaven in this arc. Also the digits here, it gives you 77. That's the final ultimate goal of 2038, coming from the date of the issuance, which is also equal to 105. Share it, people. Help us stop these satanic rituals. That's all from me for now. Peace and goodbye.